Hi there. I'm Cherry Johnson. I'm the director of the Watauga County Arts Council and Blue Ridge Art Space, and I'd like to welcome you back, if you've been here before, to another episode of the Blue Ridge Art Stream. And if you've not been here before, let me give you a little quickie to kind of tell you what it's all about. This project was brought to us by a young man named Lucas Treba, who contacted me, and he wanted to figure out a way to benefit artists who were suffering through the COVID-19 shutdown. When you rely on things like gigs and selling art to make a living, and the gigs and selling art halted because everybody halted, then how do you pay for your bills? And you don't qualify for unemployment, and what happens? And so Lucas was really concerned about that. So he wanted to make it more possible for artists to get through the process and so on. So he wanted to do something to help. And we talked about benefit concerts, and then we kind of drew in a group of really smart planning people that we've drawn in together into this team, and we came up with the idea of a benefit series. So this is one of yet another one of our series. And while you would think first of musicians when you think of concerts and events like this, we decided that because the Watauga County is filled with artists of all descriptions. We're kind of an artist mecca in a lot of ways. And believe me, I've traveled the country, and when people hear where I'm from here, it's like, oh, you've got so many artists. You're so lucky. And we are lucky. We have them everywhere around us. And so this series has been showcasing all kinds of art. So, yes, we've showcased some music, and then we showcased some visual art with watching Lauren Waterworth paint a painting. And then we watched Mary Rose Carroll's sculptures evolve into literary works. And now we're circling back around and we're going to hit music again. And tonight, it's a great night to settle in. I hope you're sitting on your couch with your family. It's a family friendly evening. We're going to have a great time. I just recently met a young man that we're going to have on tonight. His name is Russell Chamberlain. And I really liked him and liked his music. And there is an interview on Facebook. You can go in and get to know him better after the concert. Right now, you're busy. But go in and check him out and listen, find more out about Russell. But right now, I think you'll enjoy meeting him. Russell, are you out there?
I sure
Ah,
am.
there he is. Hi there.
How you doing?
Is it doing good? Doing good. You look a little bit different from when I saw you before. You got the hair flowing and the guitar set up, and you're ready to roll.
Yeah, it's live now.
It's live now, and you're a musician. Now let's back up a little bit. You are also an adjunct professor at the university,
That's correct.
and that's your day job. And then the music is kind of your everything else.
Yeah. I mean, I like fossils too, but music is a lot more fun to participate in.
It is. And things like this are great opportunities to do fun stuff and get to know things.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
really
sure
appreciate
you,
y'all. In fact, if it wasn't for this opportunity in COVID, I might not have tried out this hobby as something real.
there's a lot of things a lot of us are trying out right now that we didn't know 3 or 4 months ago we were going to be doing. So this, and life has made a change. So, and I hope this becomes an ongoing habit for you and for all the rest of us because I think it's a cool thing. Now you write music, is that correct?
Yes. Been writing since I guess the earliest song you'll hear was 19 or 20, but I
Hmm.
was writing when I was teenage. I just don't do them in public anymore.
May have to go back and revise them a little bit. Okay, so
Too much
tonight you're
emphasis.
going to bring in your original work, aren't you? And you're going to share some of that with us. And
Now, it is all original work, but in the folk and blues tradition, it all comes from somewhere.
that's true. And you know what? That is actually true. I've wondered many times how artists are 100% sure that it didn't come from somewhere back in their memory someplace. You know what I mean? That you can't know for sure, but it's your own bird, it's your own rendition, no matter what. So
My take
I'm
on the
looking
folk
forward to it.
tradition.
What?
It's my take on the folk tradition anyway.
Okay, well, I'm really interested in your take on folk tradition. I'm going to sit back in my chair and I'm going to enjoy it too and take it away.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Do a couple blues ones, then do a couple folkier ones, then close it out with some bluesier ones. Here we go. Well, I tried to love you, I tried to make my heart that way, I tried to bend my mind that way, but all I got for my pain is a walk in the dark in the pouring rain. Yes, I walk in my heart on a stormy day, and a little more guilt and shame, and I talk about truth with you. Guess I'm not some H2O you can boil, condense, and freeze. And why don't you just forgive me? Cause I'm dirty, darling. Got a dirty heart. All I'm really trying to say is that this love ain't up to me. Neither can I part the seas or grant immortality. I'm just a boy with a sudden change of mind, cause my heart's at arm's length all the time, and I don't pay him enough mind, and I never quite know how he's feeling. He'll be coming back again, but time won't wait around the bend, and in the meantime there's you, and I'm lonely, darling. Got a lonely heart. And I guess we'll never know just what might have been the case if I was in a better place. If you and I weren't who we are, if you could beg the stars to lend a hand, but they're all in on the plan, so there's nothing that we can do to make this easier to stand. I hate that you're seeing hell, but it can't hurt me to help yourself. It's time to say, oh well, I'm leaving, darling. I'm gone today. Leaving, darling. I'm gone today. I was a humble seeker when I walked in your door. You were the queen of your own scene, and my heart fell on the floor. It was your green eyes, babe, paper hearts on your sleeve. You floated down the staircase like a airborne disease, distributing your Eucharist in wafers white and pink, but it was your green eyes, babe, paper hearts on your sleeve. Guess I should have been clearer. Blue lights in my mirror, the haste with which you waste all the friends that do you good, but it's your green eyes, babe, paper hearts on your sleeve. On your sleeve, on your sleeve, on your sleeve. Smack the strings around a little bit on that one, guys. Let me tune up. I have that phone back. Un momento. There it is. All right. Thank you for your patience, everyone. And thanks for letting me process my emotions in front of you like that. Let's see. I'll do one more depressing one, and then we'll finish it off with one that's about stopping kissing goodbye. And then I'll give you a blues track. Lost and lonely in the cold, cast out for secrets told, but regret could not return me to Eden. Even I could not return to Eden. I wanted her to have and hold. The washed out scene that did unfold was far from the story that she told to me. It was far from the love I vowed to give her. Naked in the dark of day, seeking her, I paved hell's way. Now I wanted a home just to die in. I was looking for a home just to die in. But the sun was sick, my healing day, the silver lining stank of gray, and I came upon an ending or a change of roads. Ahead, a dead end or a change of roads. So in roots and temples of the sun, I sought the church of easy love. I called on Eve and she did rock me on her bosom. I wept and she did rock me on her bosom. But my stays were short and strange. It was wrong and yet the same. When I saw her, she was Judas or Saint Jude. Her face revealed a Judas or a Jude. Now I had within my reach the silver key to help me breach the door to light and hope, and maybe to morning. My heart ached for the freedom of morning. So suddenly on steady feet I sped off to find the meat, the figure I now knew I needed. Something new ahead I now needed. But even as I closed with it, I saw it was another trick. The stranger turned and smiled, but it was Eve. What I thought was new would always be Eve. She spoke and grinned and both were cruel. A weary wind from her mouth blew. Even could I would not return my heart to you. Even could I would not return to Eden. Stumbling ahead again and I'm passing other weary friends, trying to tell them there's no road to Eden. Never was there any road to Eden. Never will there be a road to Eden. And it's not her fault there's no road to Eden. And it's not her fault there's no road to Eden. Okay. Um, well, wrote this many years ago for someone still quite a bit in love with. So here we go. I looked over at her through the windows of her eyes, across the coffee shop table where we shared our pride. She was talking about Ginsburg, she was talking about lies. I was thinking how husbands never listen to their wives, so I said let's never marry, I think I'd miss the point. Her point was sincerity, how both of us would rather hide, 'cause she always talked about the moment and thought about the past, and I fretted for the future and said nothing ever lasts. And we were full of innocence when we knew each other's thoughts, and I memorized your perfect face by overlooking the flaws. And I can't remember how or when I drifted far from you, but I know there came a rainy day when I couldn't feel your mind. Could have been that other men introduced me to their lies, till I could no longer see the truth crying from your eyes. Maybe I faced down some hurt that smoldered in my heart. It changed me like the ocean shore is marred by the storm. Well, sip upon your bitter tea and I'll take my coffee sweet. Both have grown cold and black while we wait to speak. I can talk about Ginsburg too with a poet's smoke and light, but a self-made martyr's silly truth is all I got for you tonight. Whatever sent me from your arms so many tears ago? I remember when your lips were warm and our love was sweet and slow. So from your eyes to Dylan's lips, this is our last goodbye kiss. From your eyes to Dylan's lips, this is our last. That's all right, folks. Let's see. Got one more I want to do, and I want to do it, and it'll be my last one. So before I start it, let me say thanks to Carter and Sam and Sophia and everybody at Watauga Arts Council that helps me out. That's helped me out so much getting here. Everybody on Facebook that clicked on the link and shared, and hello to everybody. And please visit my website. Please donate to Watauga Arts Council, and I will have a live version. I think Wes is going to get me an MP4, so I'll be posting that on my website soon. And if you like this music, there'll be a little EP coming out. Oh, as soon as I learn how to do it all myself. So, thanks so much for listening. And this is a tune. The intro from it has a wonderful history. Elizabeth Cotton wrote it, and it was stolen from her for many years, and maybe popularized most by Merle Travis. So, in the tradition of white men getting famous for what black women have created, here it is. It was also co-opted for the theme for Green Acres. That might be where you know it from. up in the morning, make some coffee to get by. Go out in the garden, let some time pass by. The world is burning, but it feels like sweet sunshine. Get a job in an office, complain about being off your feet. Pay to count the steps that a waitress gets for free. Her feet are burning while the joggers pass by. Oh! Move up to the mountains, complain about the rent. Buy organic and recycle, look down on them that you've outspent. The people are dying at the hands of a little prince. Go out to the party, play a song for those that came on by. Pretend our passionate togetherness will overcome the prince. Oh, let's pretend. Let's pretend.
Hi, we really enjoyed that, Russell. I had not heard enough of your music to realize how great it was going to be. I'm
Oh,
really excited about that.
many, many props also owed to Woody Guthrie on that last one, as well as Elizabeth Cotton.
Yeah, well, we got to have the support from other people to do it. You know, you mentioned something right before that song about making donations, and that was something I had neglected to bring up, and I want to bring it up a little bit more. Folks, when Lucas came to me with this idea and we did this benefit series, there's some way, benefits have to have a way to make something happen. And so you have the opportunity of participating and supporting the work that all of these artists are doing, and especially those artists who are in trouble financially right now through your donations. And there's a link. It starts reading Give Butter and it goes on with more information. But that is the link on the side of the screen here that you can go and click and make a donation. And the money is earmarked. It goes into just the Artist Relief Fund. It doesn't go into the general support of the Arts Council or anything. So that money will be given out to artists that are struggling. And so if you would like to help out, this is a great way to do it. And then if you want to donate to Russell himself, you go through his website to do that. And so that's also a great opportunity. And then you get to listen to more music too.
And there's a fresh track I neglected to play tonight that you could so it's for free on my website, but if you feel like donating, you're welcome to pay a little bit for that track, and it's fresh and new.
That's fantastic. Which track was it?
It's called The E Thing with Words, and you haven't heard it tonight, so it'll be a brand new one.
Hey, that's that. There's the lure, folks. You got to go check that one out. Also, if you're in a donating mood, I want to throw something else at you right quick before we close tonight. The Blue Ridge Art Space is still currently closed. Y'all remember it as the building on the corner of Shadowlawn and State Farm, with the little blue people on the front porch. And a task force is working on developing a plan and a timeline for how we can safely reopen. But we have realized already that we're going to have a lot of additional expense that we weren't budgeting for, we weren't planning for, we haven't even been fundraising during this time as well as we could have because of the shutdown. And so this is going to put a strain on an already tight budget. So if you have the ability to help, some of the things that we need, we're going to be needing masks. We're going to be needing mask making materials so people can make masks, cleaning supplies, hand sanitizers, those kinds of things would be very, very appreciated if you've got some to share or could find some to share, or if you could even just point us to an inexpensive source for these things because they've gone up in price enormously during this time frame. And also, if you happen to feel like you're capable and so inclined, contact me if you would like to teach a class on the porch in mask making. I think it'd be fun to do out there on a beautiful afternoon and with the breeze blowing and so forth. It's a heck of a lot safer than being indoors. So if you'd like to participate in that as well. Now, we're back in the music groove right now. We've really, really enjoyed listening to Russell tonight. And next week, we're going to stay in the music groove for another week at least. And we're going to listen to someone named Mac Greer. And I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about Mac except that he's an acoustic musician, writes a lot of his own music. Really, really a cool guy. So I hope that you will come back and join us next Saturday. Be right here, same place, same time, 7 o'clock, and enjoy it. And think about, in the meantime, ways that you can participate in helping keep the arts alive and well in our county. I think it'll stay alive no matter what we do, but how we can help it along the way. So please do all you can for that. And Russell, I just really enjoyed your music tonight. So thank you so much for sharing it.
Hey, thank you so much. And guys, remember, art is the yeast in the bread of our culture. It doesn't rise without art.
I like that. We may have to put that on a placard. Is it on a poster someplace? We may have to put that on the building. Good thought. Okay, thanks. And folks, stay involved with the arts. It's nothing that you'll regret about it. You'll always be richer if you're involved in the arts.
Y'all come back now.